viewers. My name is Rotarian Ronald Kawadwa Sentongo, a member of the Rotary Club of Kasangati. Welcome to the Tear Gas Gallery. The Tear Gas Gallery is a platform for past leaders of this club to talk about the great works that have made the Rotary Club of Kasangati shine as a club in these years of existence. The members of this club are very excited to share with you, the rest of the Rotary world, the ideas and the experiences that they have had as leaders. And in these coming episodes, we're going to be talking to the past presidents, the leaders of this club that have made it the way it was since its charter in 2002.
Past President Ben Sekamate. I'm one of the charter members of this club, Kasangati Rotary Club. And in fact, I was the fourth president of this club. I assumed the presidency in 2005, 2006. But this club, as you know, started from a group of social club that was called Bumu at that time, and our past former Rotarian Tagi met this group and encouraged us to make a Rotary Club. We quickly moved to, because the norms of Rotary that Rotary explained to us matched with the objectives of our social group. So I remember the likes of Rotarian, now deceased, the Honorable Samuel Njuba, Captain Walusimbi, Jesus Sari John. Those were the original members. So we formed a group.
For me, the journey of the Rotary Club of Kasangati is one I will always cherish, because you are identified as a leader from your efforts in the club. I joined when I was not the way I was. I wasn't the richest in the club. I still remain the youngest in the club, and I was the first president. I think I've been the youngest president of that club since then.
I remember in my maiden speech, and one of the things which I worked on tirelessly was the quality of membership. I thought that if Rotary is to realize the ideals for which it stands, we need to have quality members. And quality membership means having training, rigorous training.
Our highlight that year, I think, was the beginning of the Adopt a Village project at Makukuba, when a new member, Rotarian Sebagala, our PE, noted that that area was very backward and the people were mostly brewing local brew alcohol, and children were not going to school because the schools were far away, 5 kilometers away, and there was no health center within the 7 villages. So he brought that to the table.
How Shared Love Uganda came in Makukuba, it was through invitation. I had one of the catechists, or a lady or a pastor in the church, who invited me to come and speak in the church. I'm a Christian. And so when I came in a church, we were doing also parenting, because that's my specialty. And when I came, we were doing door-to-door evangelism and reaching out to different communities. That's when I realized that there were so many people around, especially young people, who were married at the early stage.
Still within my year, I felt that having a village, we had started Makukuba from a previous year, but it was not yet ours. I felt that making it official and having it registered at RI as an adopter village, it would be a plus for me, at least in my year. I started the paperwork, and that year we officially adopted a village, and it was known at RI. We even got Rotary Community Corp, and it was also registered at RI, and I feel that was also a plus to the club members and my leadership.
Actually, during my year of president, That is the year of inspiration. I managed also to work with members, and we came up with a new project, and that project was the Rotary Nangabo Hospital. And we managed also to mobilize the funds. At least we managed to put up a foundation.
We were blessed to have received a global grant of US dollars 38,000 from the Rotary Foundation through Rotary Club of Brynmah in UK and Rotary Club of Cardiff Bay, which funds helped us to construct 5 boreholes in Mukono district and Wakiso district. 3 boreholes were in Mukono, and that is one at Makukuba, one at Gomve, one at Kabula, and 2 in Wakiso, one in Manyangwa, one at a school of Kitagoba Church of Uganda Primary School. This water was a great help to all the communities mentioned, because the women in these communities told us how they were suffering, looking for water, miles and miles from their homes. The children would have to go to look for water miles and miles before going to school. Actually, others would miss school. And even the men and husbands told us that the boreholes were a great relief, because now the women didn't have to spend lots of time away from home in search of water. And also they were sharing the same water with animals, with cows, with goats. All the animals in the village together with the population were sharing the same water.
Abana kati futi basanyufu nnyo, tunywa amazzi malungi, abaana baffe kati tebakyala na kulwala. Abaana kati beeyagala, tuwoza engoye zitukula, naye mulinga woza engoye nga ziddugala, kubanga amazzi gali makyafu nnyo. Era naffe ku lwekyo twebaza ekibiina ekyatwetera gundi yaffe eno. Tuli bulungi nnyo era kati tweyagala.
It's a privilege to be the 20th president of the club, 20 years of service, 20 years of growth, 20 years of action. In terms of service projects, we've expanded our reach, and we've had a lot of service projects that are already underway, and we have 2 strategies. One strategy is what we call the big and bold projects, which is adopt a community. So we have an adopt a community in Makukuba. For this year in Makukuba, which is a village that is really disadvantaged in terms of water provision, in terms of basic education, in terms of economic empowerment. In this village, we are working with partners, Shared Love Uganda. This year, we are building the Change Maker block in a school that is very, very mud and water. And so we are upgrading these structures from mud and water to a more permanent structure.
It's pleasing to be here at Makukuba Adopt a Village project, which is being implemented by Rotary Club of Kasangati. They have already put up 2 blocks here on my left, but the blocks that they have put up are modern blocks to replace what you see behind me, where the children were studying from. So as Rotary, what we are doing is to improve the structures that the children are in when they are having their education. When we improve those structures in terms of size, in terms of the ambience, these children are able to learn in a very good environment. The teachers are able to deliver their teaching lessons in a very good environment. Already I can see that these children have about 3 or 4 different uniforms, and I've been told that these children now are in schools, have been attending schools that are more than 3 miles from where I am, which is about 5 kilometers from where we are now. And that shows that they are no longer now moving shorter distances from their homes, and they can be able to comfortably attend schools. And I've appreciated the community, the Gomve community, for the support that they have given us, the church for the land that they have provided, and for the other partners that are in partnership in this project.
And this is why I've always said that at 20 years, the Rotary Club of Kasangati continues to demonstrate the fact that we are a club in the community, for the community, with the community.